Hi, I'm Randy Hollenbeck, and this is the Music Roundtable. Today on the show, we're featuring bands playing at the Deutschtown Music Festival in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on July 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Elias, can you introduce yourself and what instrument you play?
Well, thank you. Thank you, Randy. My name is Elias Khouri. I'm a Pittsburgh born and raised musician, locally sourced organic. And I'm a local guitarist, and I've been playing around Pittsburgh for about 6 years now. And it's been a great journey. And I would never play music in any other place and be as happy, even when I travel. And I'm always honored every year to be featured in the Deutschtown Music Festival. And I'm going to be playing at this Jamestown Ballroom, or sorry, James Street Ballroom, um, on July 23rd at 1 or 1:30.
How many times have you played at the festival?
Well, my first time was in 2018. It was first when I applied, and I never thought I'd get in. And then they're like, "Oh, you got in." I was like, "Oh, cool." And I was on the stage with two band members I never met before because my other two band members couldn't make it. So we had a drummer that we never met before and a keyboardist we never met before. We just found them on Facebook, and it all kind of came together really good. It was a very hot show, and I remember the first time, for those who are kind of squeamish, I remember I did this dive bomb on the guitar like a Hendrix thing, and then swiped up my hand and cut my hand on the guitar string, and that wasn't the most embarrassing part. It was my mom came up and she gave me a band-aid. Like very rock and roll, mom. But yeah, I've been playing there in 2019, not 2020, but 2021 and 22 this year.
How long have you been playing guitar?
Oh, I've been playing guitar for about 6 or 7 years now. Probably since I was about 14. I always found it as a good outlet for all of my anxious energy and my over over I've always been very excitable as a kid, and I've always needed something to do with my hands, always like. And the guitar just fit in just perfectly because it was something where I could just concentrate on something, and it was something that I could learn a whole a whole like thing of knowledge onto something which I've never done before. I've mostly just before this I was into video games, and that was pretty much it. And then I put down the video games for good when I was like 14 and just have pretty much had the guitar as my pastime.
What got you into playing guitar? Did you just seek out a musical instrument, or was there some band that inspired you?
Well, my dad gave me a bass guitar first, like the one to go, the bass guitar, and I played it for a little bit, but I didn't really find it inspiring. I was like, this really isn't something I can like play on my own in my house, and nothing I could show my grandmother and be impressed by at the time. So I was like, hey, Dad, I think I want two more strings. So um, lo and behold, I got one for Christmas. Thank God. And ever since then, I looked up. I was like, how do I play guitar? And there's this video that came up of Hendrix doing Voodoo Child, and it's like, oh my God, that is awesome. So I was like, I'll never be able to play that. And then, yeah, soon enough, yeah, all that stuff is really. I found rock and roll to be the funnest genre for me, at least. because I did a lot of other things, but just rock and roll has my soul, I would say. And I dip into other genres too, and I like to incorporate other genres into my playing. I've had everything from a jazz pianist play with me. I've had rappers come on my set, and that's been really fun. I've had spoken word. I've done everything, and it's really cool to just discover my musical journey.
It's great when you could, like, branch out, because then you learn something from each one of them.
Yeah, yeah. There's something to learn from each guitarist. Um, for like a lot of my licks, one of the first guitarists I kind of looked up and was really inspired by was Chuck Berry, and that was and there's so many licks you can just get from that little thing right there. It's like you can steal so much from so many people. It's crazy. The people who inspire me most are Jimi Hendrix, Carlos Santana, Alvin Lee from 10 Years After. I can't go without saying Robert Johnson. Um, and for newer guitarists, I would have to say like John Frusciante and John Mayer.
Do you have anything special planned for your set list at the festival?
I may be in a clown suit. No, I'm kidding. uh, well, I'm gonna do my normal set, but who knows? Maybe I'll do with some Deutschtown zing to it. Pretty much, I'm gonna give what I give every year, and that's everything 110%, the best performance I can give, and I'm not happy unless I see other people smiling, and that's how I kind of gauge how I'm doing.
Do you kinda, like, play loose and, like, just go off sometimes, or do you just stay within?
To be honest, I never go on stage with a set list. Never, because the reason is the vibe changes so much everywhere you go. You can go out to a rural area, and one set list may not be as appropriate as playing somewhere in the city or playing in another state. Like I've played the same set list for Pittsburgh and New York, and it was not a hit. So, yeah, I like to just be on the fly. I have all the words up here, so I don't have to worry.
How can we get a hold of you? Instagram, Facebook, Twitter?
Yes, the Instagram at Elias 412 or Elias underscore 412K. Facebook Elias Khouri Music, and let's see, where else can you get me? My if you want to know my email, if you ever want to reach out, it's ekpittsburgh@gmail.com, and you can see me. You can reach out to me at the Deutschtown Music Festival as I get off stage. You can come and say hi.
And where are you playing at again? And what time?
James Street Ballroom. I'm the first one on, so about 1 p.m.
And that's on Saturday.
Yes, July 23rd.
Thanks for coming on the show today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, thank you, Randy, for having me. This has been so much fun. I actually just came from a show about a half hour ago, and it's just fun just to get a little practice and talk to someone awesome.